afternoon, everybody. This is Rob Johnson with YSN Live, coming to you from the Columbus, Ohio Expo Center, as we've got a big-time matchup today between the Louisville Leopards and the Bishop Hartley Hawks. I'm joined on the mic today by Mac Aljancic and Cale Benson, as it's going to be a big matchup, guys.
Yeah, a big day in Louisville sports history. Louisville's second time making it to the Elite Eight. We made it a few years ago, but I think at that point we were playing with house money. We were playing a loaded St. Vincent St. Mary team, so that was we kind of sensed at the end of the road. But today is we see a path to the championship. It's going to go through a really strong Bishop Hartley team, but it's a special day for Louisville. See a lot of Louisville turnout here, a lot of alumni, basketball players and non-basketball players. See young guys here, so it's going to be a fun day for basketball and hopefully a record-setting day for our basketball program.
Absolutely. In case you don't know, that the Leps obviously have been to this point a couple of different times. They have never been to the Final Four one time. And I'll tell you what, guys, now's the time to turn the page. I want to be a part of history, so we're in the home uniforms. Usually we're wearing the blues, so maybe that's the change.
There you go. So ironically, we're playing a Columbus team, but we're we're in the home. Going to be the home team today.
I'll tell you what, though, looking down at the crowd here, Mac, we've got a whiteout on this side of the court, and it's definitely a home court advantage as we speak, as we're getting ready to get started. And I would say Louisville has the home court advantage right now.
I think we'll definitely have a lot of energy today. See some names. Seeing Rob Arnold, former Leopard guard from the 90s. Michael Brown, a great Leopard guard from the 2000s, and his dad, Bob Brown. Saw the Sigler brothers from the 60s. It's neat to see a lot of faces. See, let my 8th grade basketball team sit in the front row. So we're a lot of excited and anxious Constitution Town natives ready to see the blue and white shine today.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just amazing. I love it. You got the young kids down there in their jerseys, their Louisville Leopard jerseys, basketball, and so forth down there. I see a Duraco down there and a Miller.
Nick Duraco and Scott Meister. I see both their sons, probably, I think they're 2nd or 3rd graders. Excited to support their heroes. And, from our era, I can remember my heroes when I was growing up, Lee Fosnot, Rick Minster, Jim Leedy from the early 80s Federal League's title team. And every year you have, every generation.
Daryl Schenkel, another one of those guys.
Good friend of mine. So every era has their heroes, and some of the heroes right now on the court today, they're going to remember these names for a long time, and let's hope they can make even a further mark on their exciting trek.
We're hoping that they can, etch their piece of history right here. So we're about 2 minutes and 16 seconds away from the actual tip-off. We're going to have the announcement of the starting lineups here pretty soon.
So I was checking Max Preps. Louisville in all of the state is ranked 16th. Bishop Hartley is number 22. We played Columbus DeSales on Tuesday, and we beat DeSales in overtime. They split with DeSales, beat them by 2, and lost to them by 2 more recently. So they're a different type of team. DeSales did a good job of controlling tempo and making us really slow down, make us work half court. This team wants to push tempo, and that actually, in general, favors us.
Right.
We tend to exploit teams that want to push tempo. So hopefully a little more comfortable with this arena, and hopefully that'll pay off today in a couple hours. We'll find out.
Well, I was watching some of the guys shoot, and they were definitely shooting with a lot more confidence this afternoon as they were warming up and so forth. And it, obviously when you play in a facility like this, it's tough with the backdrop the way it is. And
yes. I remember my first time playing at the Camp Civic Center. It seemed like the hoop was 10 feet instead of 15 feet. So it's an adjustment with the backdrop, but good players are able to make that adjustment.
Yeah. Something to note about, with stamina and stuff, we struggled at the end of each quarter against the Stallions. If we can figure that out tonight and not do that, I think we have a pretty good chance of winning this game. And once we get used to that backdrop, I would see pretty much every ball going into.
In the last game, unfortunately, Bo Sigrid had a lot of foul trouble, so he was not a part of the offense second half. He had to sit a lot, and then it just came a grind-out game at the end. But He made a big dish in overtime.
Well, and Devin Bailey come
Devin
in.
Bailey, yeah.
Bailey
He
knocked
stepped
down a
up
shot.
big in
Yeah,
that
you could
that
rattle
game.
off every guy. Tate hit a foul shot at the end. Tate Aljancic, and then of course Braden Gross carried us the whole game, but made the pass to
Money
Devin
man
Bailey.
Aljancic.
Ashton Marshall made some big plays down the stretch, and it's a team effort. And we need everybody to step up here today to keep us moving on.
So we're preparing for the national anthem, so we'll take a back seat to that, and then we'll be ready for tip-off and starting announcements. So we'll be right back after this.
Fans, the Ohio Expo Center and the Taft Coliseum welcomes you to this interscholastic contest between the Louisville High School Leopards and Bishop Hartley High School Hawks. To honor America, please stand and join in the playing of America's national anthem. Fans, today's tournament game is sponsored by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Your attendance and support of the student athletes is appreciated by member schools competing for the right to move on. Though both teams are rivals, they are expected to exhibit the qualities of good sportsmanship throughout the contest, and the administration of both schools requests the same from all fans. The officials assigned to this tournament game have met extensive requirements set by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and have been assigned based upon the process approved by OSHA's Board of Directors. The officials for this game are Craig Reiner, Brent Barnes, AJ Kramer, and Anson Smith. The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of the Expo Center. All fans are asked to respect the effort each of them has put forth preparing for today's contest. We ask all attending to show courtesy and respect for fellow fans, officials, coaches, and those administering the contest, and of course, your team and the opponent. And as important today as ever, please respect the game. Now it's time to meet the players in the contest, starting with the visiting team, Bishop Hartley High School. The non-starters, number 4, Liam Donnelly. Number 5, Caleb O'Neill. Number 10, Malachi McDougald. Number 11, Quentin Easler. Number 12, Owen Lowry. Number 14, Rowan Smith. Number 21, Isaiah Crutcher. 22, Miles Barfield. And 15, Khalil Black. And now the starters for the Hawks of Bishop Hartley High School. First, at 4 to 6'5", junior, 0, Marcus Hemphill. At guard, a 6'2", senior, number 1, Jaden Calloway. Also a guard, a 5'11", junior, number 2, Jakai Calloway. At guard, a 6'2", senior, number 3, Carson Savetic. Rounding out the starting 5 for the Hawks, at guard, a 5'11", junior, number 20, Christian King. The head coach for Hartley is Andreas James, assisted by Devin Aline. Now let's meet the team From Louisville High School, the Leopards. Starting with the non-starters. First, number 3, Caleb Maley. Number 5, Gabe Stouffer. 11, Colton Doherty. Number 12, Drake Wilson. Number 20, Cohen Rogers. 22, Austin Wade. Number 30, Avery Andrajic. 32, Colton Lloyd. Number 40, Colton Norris. And number 50, Cody Zaylor. Let's meet the starting 5 for the Leopards. At point guard is 6' senior 0, Bo Siegfried. And forward is 6'7" senior number 2, Braden Gross. At guard is 6'5" senior number 10, Tate Aljancic. At guard is 6'2" senior number 13, Ashton Marshall. Rounding out the starting 5 for Louisville at guard is 6'3" senior number 25, Devin Bailey. Louisville's head coach, Tom Siegfried.
So there's your starting lineups, Mac. For the Bishop Hartley Hawks, it's going to be Marcus Hephill, number 0, Jaden Calloway, number 1, Jakai Calloway, number 2, Carson Svedek, number 3, and Christian King, number 20. For the Leopards, it's going to be normal starting lineup. It's going to be number 0, Bo Siegfried, number 2, Braden Gross, number 10, Tate Aljancic, number 13, Ashton Marshall, and finally, number 25, Devin Bailey. So here we go, folks. Regional final action time. As we get ready to tip, it's going to be Callaway and Gross, or excuse me, Hephill, and it's tapped around and out of bounds. And it's out of bounds. It's going to be Louisville's ball. So Bailey will inbound on the side. He'll get it into Siegfried in the backcourt. He's going to come around. He's going to cross the center stripe. He's going to get it over to the left side to Marshall. Back to Siegfried, left wing. They're going to set the pick, come around to Marshall. Back over to Bailey. In the corner to Siegfried. He's going to dump it into Gross. Gross looks. He's backing down. He's going to turn. He's going to give it out to Aljancic. Aljancic pushes, turns, drives, goes baseline, strong to the hoop. Layup's good. 2-0 Leopards.
Nice counter move by Tate there. He's going to kick it outside. Went baseline, use his body position to get the backboard in the bucket.
So here comes the Hawks. They're going to swing it around left side. Dumps it inside to Hephill. Back up top almost, and Leopards got him in a trap. Nice job as the Hawks step on the base or the sideline, out of bounds. It's going to be Louisville ball.
Great defensive intensity causes a turnover.
So Aljancic will inbound on the side. Hawks come out in a full court press. They're looking. They get it into Gross. Gross is going to put it on the floor. He comes around the corner. Almost loses it. Gets it back. He's going to come across, and we're going to get a foul. I was waiting because he's been body checking Gross right off the get-go.
Use my old YMCA move, the double hand check. Can't get away with it in the Elite 8. You can't get away with it on Sunday afternoons at the Y if you're an old man. And that's the good part about our team is we can give it to our big man and he can bring it up court. We've talked about that many times, the versatility of our team.
Good look up to Siegfried, just couldn't connect, out of bounds. And it's going to be Bishop Hartley ball.
Leopards like to run that play off the inbound, just couldn't connect there.
So still 2-0 Louisville. That's Callaway going to get it in to Savek. He's going to bring it up the backcourt. He'll come across the timeline. He'll be picked up by Bailey. He's looking. Dumps it off to the right wing. That's King. King's looking. He's going to put it on the floor, hands it back to Savek. They're going to give it off to Jakai Callaway. He'll shoot for three, no good. Tapped around and rebounded by Aljancic. Aljancic puts it on the floor, gives it off to Bailey. He'll bring it across midcourt. He's going to come around, gives it to Siegfried. Siegfried over to Marshall. Marshall left side, dribbling, guarded tightly. He's going to hand off to Bailey. Bailey comes around the corner, turns, spins. He's going to take to the hoop, scoop shot, no good. And it's on the floor, and here come the Hawks pushing the action the other way. They're going to drive, they're going to take. Drives to the hole, no good. Ball's on the floor, Gross has it. He's going to push it up the floor to Aljancic. Aljancic fakes, shoots, shot good. 4-0 Louisville.
Nice
5:55.
By Gross there in transition.
So here come the Hawks. They're going to pull for three in the corner. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey going to bring it up the backcourt. He gets across the timeline. He's guarded by Jaden Callaway. He gets his pocket pick coming the other way. Callaway's going to go to the hoop. Layup's good. 4-2 Hawks.
Callaway had 12 points in their semifinal victory over Steubenville.
So here comes the Leopards. Siegfried across the timeline. He pulls up, gives it over to Marshall to Bailey. Bailey looks, back up top to Marshall. Swings it around the right side to Aljancic. In the corner to Siegfried. Dumps it into Aljancic. Strong to the hoop, can't get it to go. Tapped around. Gross has it. And they're going to get a jump ball, and it's going to be Hartley basketball.
Be interesting to see how much hand checking they allow. They call an early double hand check foul there, but the Hawks have definitely been a hands-on defense so far and caused that initial turnover and steal and basket.
So here comes Jakai Callaway. He'll come across the midcourt. He's on the right wing. He's going to swing out. He's wide open for three. Bang. And it's 5-4 Hawks. Here comes Louisville. Siegfried pressured in the backcourt. He'll give it off to Bailey. Bailey going to get it across midcourt. Turns. He's going to hand off to Aljancic. Aljancic cross court to Siegfried. Siegfried looks inside to Gross. Gross to the hoop. And he's going to be fouled. So Braden Gross will shoot 2 free throws. 4:27 first quarter. Louisville trailing 5-4.
Well, I think we get an early read of what this game's going to be like. What I call the Highland Hawks, Hartley Hawks, are going to put a lot of pressure on defensively, hopefully to cause turnovers. Louisville's going to have to take care of the ball and execute, and have to get back in transition.
I've also kind of noticed that the Hawks are kind of getting more physical, throughout the game. So that's another thing that we would have to, keep an eye out, see how many fouls that does end up leading.
Second shot is up. Second shot is good. 5-all. As we're tied here in the first quarter of the regional final. 4:22 first quarter. That's Callaway. He's going to pull for another three. Shot is up. Shot is good. 8-5. And that's something we're going to have to watch for, as you can't leave him wide open.
So running the old school pick and roll, and they have to step out, get a hand in the face on that as we're switching that.
Gross to Siegfried, inside to Gross. Bailey for three, can't get it to go. And Callaway out of bounds. It's going to be Louisville ball.
Gross with active hand, got a piece of the ball off Callaway's knee, and going to stay with the Leopards.
Nice job by Gross.
But anyways, you'll see that pick and roll. Some teams will hedge it where you'll jump that guy high in the face. Sometimes you'll straight switch it. Sometimes you fight over top. So we'll see how the Leopards counteract that old school.
So Siegfried's going to pull for three. Bang! Just like that. Tie ball game. 3:41 first quarter. Nice shot by Bo Siegfried. Callaway's going to drive to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Tapped around. Louisville rebound. Here comes Siegfried. Taking his time up through the backcourt across mid-stripe. Tapped away, and Marshall's going to be hooked, and we've got a little bit of action going on here.
Don't get baited into anything. Control what you can control, right?
Yeah, right, 100%.
I will say Bo Siegfried's been very much in rhythm in this arena. He had 10 first half points on Tuesday night. Unfortunately, foul trouble kept him out of the offense for much of the second game, but he was, I think, 2 or 3 from the three-point line. His only miss was deep. He hit a deep one, too.
Into the ball game for the Hawks is Quentin Easler. Colton Loy into the game for the Leopards. Swings it out to Aljancic. He's going to dribble. He's going to give it off to Marshall, right wing. Back to Aljancic. Looks. He's going to put it on the floor. Turns and spins. Takes it to the hoop. Back out to Marshall. Marshall taking it strong to the cup. Layup's good. 10-8 Louisville.
Didn't draw the whistle. A great job fighting through the contact and the double team and finishing strong. Beautiful move.
Into the corner, shot for 3, can't get it to go, rebounded by Gross. Here come the Leopards. Gross gonna get it up to Marshall. Marshall puts it on the floor. He's gonna swing it across midcourt to Siegfried. Siegfried has it tapped away. He gets it back in the backcourt, tapped away again, and it's gonna be Leopard ball.
So you see Hartley giving a lot of defensive pressure. So to counteract it, what's going to be open, and we've seen is getting drives to the basket, get strong for that first contact, and we'll see how backdoor cuts go as well. So you got to if they're going to bring you pressure, you got to bring pressure to counteract that.
2:35, first quarter. Here comes Siegfried across center stripe. He comes, he's going to dump it into Loy, who gets it back to Siegfried. Siegfried dumps it into Gross. Gross is going to go baseline, turns and spins, and they're going to call him for a travel. Kind of a tough one for him because he kind of got shoved on the spin.
Yeah, he lost his footing there. It's a good job by the defender, kind of chesting him up and, you know, making contact where he had position, and Braden unfortunately lost his positioning with momentum, lost his footing.
Into the ball game for the Leopards is number 30, Avery Andrachik. So Leopards, Avery can get going. You know how deadly he can be from outside. As the Hawks gonna dump it inside, tapped away by Loy. Trying to back it down again against Loy. He's gonna turn, he's gonna take, strong to the hoop, can't get it to go, rebounded by Loy. He's gonna give it off to Siegfried. Leopards still lead 10-8, 1:55 first quarter. They're gonna get it across the center stripe. And it's taken away by Callaway. He's gonna try to dunk it, and he does. 10-all, first quarter. They're going to get it up the floor to Bailey. This is the first time I've seen people be able to get to Siegfried here on the dribble. Although they've slapped him a few times here. As Avery Andrachik and the Hawks are going to dunk it home, 12-10, 1:22. They're going to get it into Marshall.
That's what you got to do. You got to minimize these spurts. They're going to make their plays at times, but you got to counteract it here.
And they're going to get fouled behind.
And I'm sure Coach Siegfried will continue to dialogue with the officials and talk to his guys about almost dribbling into contact some to draw those fouls, because you can see how they can definitely make a run. And they rolled over Steubenville, winning by 32 on a lot of early defensive pressure, broke out a big lead. So get used to that pressure, which we haven't seen of this effect.
They're going to get it to Siegfried. He's going to turn. He's going to drive to the cup. Shot is up. Shot is good. Leopards tie it up. 12 apiece. 1:02 first quarter.
Siegfried with 5 points on the night.
So Callaway gets it across the floor to his brother. They're going to work for the final shot here. This is Jaden Callaway. He's looking. He's guarded by Aljancic. He fakes, dribbles, pulls it back out. Nothing there. Gets it to Jakai. Back to Jaden. Jaden's going to back it up. He's looking to create space here. Hoping to maybe take...
This is where the benefit of the schedule, we play the tough schedule across the state, across the nation, is benefiting us.
Good double team inside, kicks it out. Drive to the cup, kicks it out. Taken away by Andrachik. Nice job, gets it up the floor to Siegfried. He's going to dribble to the right. Comes back left, turns, spins, kicks it inside to Gross. Off to Aljancic. Bucket's good. Leopards lead 14-12. 5 seconds left here first quarter. Shot is up for the buzzer, and it's good right at the buzzer. So the Hawks take a 1-point lead as we head to the second. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a few minutes. This is YSN Live.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Clint. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WA.
And we're back here from the Ohio Expo Center in Columbus, Ohio, as the Leopards trail 15-14 after one. But Leopards battling here, back and forth.
Yeah, Ja'Kai Calloway started the sumo game with 2 straight threes in the first 2 possessions. He's got 3 triples to lead the Hawks with 9 points. You can see him definitely shooting rhythm from well behind the college 3-point line. Leopards right now, Tate Aljancic has 6, Bo Siegfried has 5, Gross has 1.
So here we go. They get into Gross. Inside, he's going to take it strong. Leopards have the lead. 16-15, 7:54. Nice job by the Leopards to come right out and get the bucket. Into the ball game for the Hawks. He's got the ball is Caleb O'Neal. They're going to dump it inside. They give it back out to Ja'Kai Calloway. Calloway puts it on the floor, kicks it into the corner. He's going to fake, going to drive, goes baseline, loses it, out of bounds, Leopard ball. 7:31.
Gross playing off Hemphill, letting him give him the 3 if he wants, try to drive inside, and Braden chested him up and caused a turnover.
So Bailey, he's going to bring it up the backcourt. Gets it across the timeline. Comes around the right side, looking for some help here. Going to dump it into Gross, has it tapped away, and it's going to stay Leopard ball as it went out of bounds on the baseline.
Kind of interesting. Hemphill's the bigger guy. He's coming off, looked like he's limping off a little ankle, but he was not guarding Gross there.
So Siegfried will inbound. He gets it to Marshall. He takes it up strong. He's blocked, gets the follow, bucket good. 18-15, 7-11, second quarter, Louisville.
Marshall's second basket. Great job sticking with it.
Jaden Calloway kicks it over to Savet. Right wing gets it rolled around. Couldn't get it to go. How is that not? Oh, Louisville comes away with it. Initially, I was curious as he took like 5 steps there, Mac.
Well, we got the ball.
So Marshall's going to attack the bucket.
Right up strong. Go up strong.
Strong blocked.
Right,
coming the other way.
There. Keep attacking.
Here comes Ja'Kai Calloway. He's going to go to the hoop. Reverse layup. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded Siegfried.
Great old school box out by the point guard.
So here comes Gross. Fakes it. Looks. Gets it off to Aljancic. Right side. He's going to turn. He's going to dribble. He gets it out to Gross. Gross gets it up top to Siegfried. Siegfried looking. Going to look for a pick, comes around the corner, dribbles, drives down the lane, dumps it into Marshall. Marshall strong to the hoop. Couldn't get it to go. He's going to be fouled, and Ashton Marshall will be going to the free throw line.
Ashton definitely been a force inside. He's got 2 baskets, looking to add on to that and really pound the boards. You know, he's going up strong. You get shots blocked, just get your rebound and keep attacking. That's what he did here for 2 possessions here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Ashton's been really good with just rebounding his shot and just making sure that ball does get into that hoop.
So 6:14, the first shot is up. First shot is good. 19-15 Leopards as Hemphill will check back in. He's still kind of walking a little gingerly on that foot, but
Another substitution for Bishop Hartley.
Kind of looks a lot of times. You kind of, when you walk, you kind of limp. As you're moving, you kind of run through it. So hopefully he's not held back by that.
Right.
Keep everybody playing and being healthy.
So Marshall, he dribbles. He lines it up. He shoots. Second one, he drops it, and it's 20-15 Louisville.
6 points for the senior. Leopards 3 of 4 from the foul line so far.
So 6:09 second quarter. That's Jaden Calloway coming right. He's going to split the defenders. Kicks it into the corner. 3 ball. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Siegfried. Nice job by Siegfried to go get that rebound. It was kind of in no man's land.
Nice action by the Hawk offense. Couldn't get the open 3.
So here comes Marshall. Marshall turns, spins, comes the other way. He's going to drive. Kicks it out to Siegfried. Siegfried drives inside to Gross. Gross is up and good.
Great dish by Bo.
22-15 Louisville, and Bishop Hartley wants a timeout. I'll tell you what, Mac. I like the fact that we're going to the big man inside.
Yes, and we're attacking their pressure, which, Bo did a good job turning the corner. And as you do that, you get it a half man or a full man advantage, and they're going to have to help D, and they did a nice job dishing off. We saw that spurt where they got 2 straight turnovers. You can see this team is extremely active and extremely strong, and they want to get turnovers and go. So we've done a good job of weathering that storm. You can't let that snowball, and that's what happened to Steuben. Steuben was down big early, and I think that's the steadiness of our senior class.
And I think one of the big things, too, with this Leopard team is they're so quick to get out, because this team, for the Hawks, loves to shoot the 3.
Yes.
They kind of live and die by it from what I've been.
Yeah, you can see they go inside and out. Shout out to a few Leopards listening home. Mark Zwick, Colin Crumrine, grandpa of Colin
Matt
Chambers there, Matt House, Joe Greco, and I'm sure a lot of other ones are listening home. This will be video delayed. It's live stream audio.
Special
for OHSA rules.
Yep. Special shout out to the Stouffer family for giving us the opportunity, as Ja'Kai Calloway, left wing, he's guarded by Bailey. They get it up top. That's, I believe, Hemphill. He's going to come left, going to dish it off, dumps it inside. Turns, spins, strong to the hoop, bucket good. 22-17, 5:02.
Nice classic feed and drop step by Hemphill.
Siegfried coming across, gets it across midcourt. Bailey to Marshall in the corner. Marshall has it tapped away and out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Leopards.
Need to continually be strong with the basketball, holding that. They have very active hands. They're looking for tips and tipping and going. So
I'll tell you what, Leopards have really gone to a big lineup. You've got Loy, Gross, Marshall, Aljancic, and of course Siegfried, but it's their, I call it their jumbo lineup. As Gross gets it in the corner, he's looking, he's going to put it on the floor, goes baseline, strong to the hoop, couldn't get it to go, follow, up and one. Nice take by BG Braden Gross.
And we've seen, I think this is maybe the 4th hoop where we missed the short shot, whether it's blocked or missed it, but sticking with it, getting the rebound, getting the putback, and this one drawing the foul just like his brother Ashton did, his basketball brother did a couple possessions ago.
So Gross will go to the free throw line. 4:35, second quarter, 24-17. Shot is up, make it 25-17 Leopards.
Gross with 8 on the night, 2 or 3 from the line. On the day, not the night, right?
So Ja'Kai Calloway with the ball. He's looking. He's going to give it off to Hemphill. Hemphill back out to Ja'Kai Calloway. He's dribbling, pulls it back out. He'll pull for 3. It's offline. Rebounded and up and strong follow with this Hemphill. Nice job. Siegfried thought he had it, and somehow Hemphill came up with it. Siegfried comes across the timeline, looks, dribbling, guarded, and gives off to Marshall. Marshall comes back the right side, gives off to Gross. Gross up top to Loy. Loy puts it on the floor. He's top of the circle, comes to the right side. He's going to give it, fakes to Marshall, gives it back to Marshall, up top to Gross. Gross dribbling, pulls it back. He's looking to take here, I think. Dumps it over to Marshall. Marshall in the corner. Aljancic shot for 3. Back rim no good, but Gross is right there for the rebound and the follow. 27-19 Leopards. Long pass up the floor by the Hawks. They're going to drive to the bucket. Cut off by Aljancic. Out to Ja'Kai Calloway. He's going to drive. Shot is up. Shot is no good, and we're going to get a call against the Leopards.
Yeah, it looked like he just lost the handle there, but got bailed out by the call. Louisville likes to run at times. You'll see 2 guys up top at half court. They'll put 2 shooters in the corners and somebody on the block, and that person on the block will go opposite the driver. It's a little bit of variation of the dribble drive offense, and there we saw Marshall drive and then kick to Tate for an open 3. Missed it, but Gross with the backside board and put that.
So first shot is up. First shot is no good. As Devin Bailey will check back in for Colton Loy.
Ja'Kai Calloway with 9 points. He had 12 against Steubenville. Longo with 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. So well-rounded night for him on Tuesday.
So Calloway's second shot up and good. 27-20. Louisville, 3:12, second quarter.
Got that as the first 2 foul shots for the Hawks on the night, 1 of 2.
Tell you what, the sixth man is in full form down there on the floor in the whiteout as Bailey gets it into Aljancic. Aljancic's going to put it on the floor, dribbling, looking for some help, splits the defenders up the floor to Bailey, in the corner to Andracic. Andracic comes around the corner, going to drive to the cup, block, and out of bounds.
Nice take, keep taking there. Number 3, Carson Fedick has a couple blocks there. He's using his length. Yeah, I believe Principal Gary Tosh and Athletic Director Terry Horn arranged for a bus to come down with our students. So
yes,
it's nice to.
Actually 2, I believe.
Yeah, 2+ hour drive.
As Gross is coming baseline, strong to the hoop. Layup is good.
Man, nice move there. Attacking baseline using the left hand for the basket. 12 points for number 2.
29-20. Louisville with the rebound.
I think Braden likes this arena.
Yeah.
It's like a.
As they get it to the right wing to Aljancic. They look, gets it into Gross. Gross turns, looks, backing down Hemphill. He looks, dumps it outside to Aljancic, back to Gross to Siegfried. Good look.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it to go. Tapped around, and it's going to be out of.
Missed that one.
Wow. Hold on.
No, they're not going to stay with it.
Wow.
Yeah, they're gonna
I thought the officials were going to talk about it.
Yeah, good job by Bo off the rebound tip to keep it alive. It looked like it got banged around, but it looked like the Hawk player dribbled out of bounds. Just missed drop on that to get to a double-digit lead.
So Jaden Calloway brings it across the timeline. He'll give it off to the left side. Out to Hemphill. He's going to drive, shot. Nope, that's Calloway, excuse me, and he's going to be fouled.
And the guy just called the out of bounds, calls a backside foul. Usually leave that to your play side officiating partner. Yeah, this place kind of like the Civic Center, but it goes all the way around. The Civic Center is a horseshoe, but it's like a hangar. It's got a really
like a
high
barn.
Arched ceiling.
It's an old school, looks like a barn.
First row is probably like 30 feet at least from the sideline. So not the greatest basketball atmosphere, but Leopards have a good crowd here tonight. Definitely got the home advantage, making the long 2+ hour trip.
So the first shot was up and good. As he gets set to take the second one, it's up. It is good as well. So 29-22 Louisville, 2:01 left here in the second as they get to Marshall. Marshall gonna put it on the floor. He makes a move, comes back the other way. He's at midcourt, gets it over to Siegfried. Siegfried, square up. He's gonna go to the hoop, and it's gonna be a blocking foul as Siegfried couldn't get the drop.
Definite block. That's where the last game we got burned on that. Bo got called for a kind of suspect charge. I watched it afterwards, and guy was inside the arc. That arc that you see in the use in the pros and colleges, not in high school, but Bo landed on a guy. It was like a charge from about 6 feet away from where Bo took off. But
first shot is up and good.
Good call there. Both 3 for 3 on the night. Or I'm sorry, that's wrong column. First foul shot. Bo's got 6 points on the night. Looking to make it a lucky 7.
Second shot is up and it's good.
One of the best free throw shooters in the county.
31-22 Louisville. As Jaden Calloway comes around the left wing. He's going to give it off. They're going to dribble. They're going to pull back up. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Gross. I'll tell you what, they had 3 bodies there.
He was there holding his arm down. He one-armed it. Big man inside, to quote Bill Rafferty.
Siegfried gets it over to the right side to Devin Bailey, up top to Gross. Gross is going to turn and attack the basket. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Tapped around, rebounded by the Hawks. They're going to push the action. They're going to kick it off to the right side. Shot is up. Shot is no good. And Gross couldn't suck it in, so it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Hawk ball.
Sound like a phrase we've been told. We can't suck it in there. Our old man Belly was laughing. But almost. Doing a good job of their contested shots. Nothing easy.
So 31-22, 105 for second quarter. Here comes Calloway. He's going to back it out. That's Ja'Kai Calloway, guarded by Marshall. Swings it off to the other side. That's O'Neal. O'Neal dribbles, dumps it up center court. Gives it off to Jaden Calloway. He looked to drive, but cut off by Aljancic. He's still looking. Nice job by Devin
Nice
Bailey to help.
Defense and gap defense. Coach Siegfried preaches throughout the program. Be in that gap. Be a few feet off your defender so you can get a hand there.
Good turn by Ja'Kai Calloway. Nice take. Layup's good. 34 seconds left. 31-24. Here comes Siegfried.
Callaway leads the Hawks with 12 points.
He's going to come to the right side. Comes back. Nothing there. Dumps it into Gross. Out to Bailey. 3-ball. Bang! Nice shot by Devin Bailey. Another
to Gross to Bailey to bury it. Finish this half.
So here comes Ja'Kai Calloway. He's on the right wing. He's picked up by Siegfried.
Step out on this.
He's going to pull three. Man, I'll tell you what. Talk about money. So that's how the quarter's going to end. 34-27. Louisville leads as we head to the half. I'll tell you what. It's not over, but Leopards do lead here at the half. 34-27. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a little bit. This is YSN Live.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn.
Hi, this is Steve Rossetto. Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
go Raiders,
Go Dogs!
Go Cats, go Dogs, go Tigers.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
Some families you're born with. Then there's the family that you choose. Over the years, we've been blessed to have our family grow. No, we're not all related at Myers Family Insurance, but when you surround yourself with good people, it sure seems that way. Our goal is for you to feel that way whenever you meet someone from our team. At Myers Family Insurance, it's not just about helping you with your Medicare and retirement needs, it's about making you feel welcome to the family.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife, create memorable family moments, experience history, heritage, and park programs, explore scenic landscapes, take time to relax and be well, connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Get back to doing the things you love. Regain your freedom from chronic pain without surgery or drugs. The power of care is nothing without hope, and our chiropractic services were created with true healing in mind. Find your hope at Meridian Healthcare.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
What does it mean to be approved? I'm Tracy, and to me it means getting you to work on time, driving your kids to school, or going out and seeing the world. That's why I go the extra mile for my customers, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
From Gia's to Giangelo's, we sure have grown over the years, but what hasn't changed is our appreciation for you. Thanks for choosing Giangelo's, and here's to many more years of great food and great times. Giangelo's.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer great jobs for great people.
No matter what time of year, it's always a great time to shop at Sheely's. Create the perfect home with a full lineup of appliances from Whirlpool. From stocking your fridge to cooking for family and friends and even cleaning up afterwards, Whirlpool offers solutions for any occasion. Whatever life brings, these washer and dryer pairs help keep laundry under control. And as always, get it all with free haul-away and free local delivery. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Going the extra mile means doing more for the people who matter most to you. It's how you take care of your family and how you care for yourself. How hard you work on the job, and how hard you play with others. How you help the person next to you, and the people who need you. At Greenwood Chevrolet, we know going the extra mile is about more than what we do at our dealership. It's what you do after you leave.
We know when it comes to insurance, you have so many choices. But if you're looking for someone who lives in your community, someone who cheers for your community, and someone who works for your community like you're part of our family, well then please let us introduce ourselves. Hi, we're Heiner Insurance. How can we help?
We sell taste one bite at a time. At Valeria, bite into a taste sensation. Bite into a taste delight. Good food and fun and combination. One bite at a time till it's out of sight. We sell taste one bite at a time. At Valeria.
But now you can see every school, to the smallest school, to the intermediate schools, to the schools in the outlying areas. It gives you coverage that you could just never get to before. It's something that's great to experience, and it's opened up a whole new wave of sports viewership. The possibilities are endless here at YSN. Push the envelope every day. Try something new. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, let's try another angle, and we just keep moving forward. My name is Mike Ackelson, and my sports network is your sports network.
Welcome to Mill Creek Indoor Player Development Center, where passion meets precision. Experience state-of-the-art.
And welcome back from the Ohio Expo Center as the Leopards lead here at the half, 34-27.
Got some halftime stats here. Braden Gross leading the way with 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Bo Siegfried, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Tate Aljantic, 6 points, 2 assists, a steal and a rebound. Ashton Marshall with 6 points. Devin Bailey with a 3-point basket, a couple of rebounds and assists. Avery Andrachik with a block and a steal. Colton Lally with a rebound. For the Hawks, Ja'Kai Calloway leads the way with 15 points, including 4 threes, and man, he's shooting in rhythm here.
Yeah, he really is.
Tight defense to him. He's a nice 3-point shooter. Marcus Hemphill also with 6 points for the Hawks. I think it's important here, second half. I think Hartley is going to try to get pressure, and you know their defense. They're not really running jumping passes. They're more just going to try to pick your pocket, basically get a deflection, push it up court. And they had a little spurt there late in the first quarter where they took I think they ran off 4 straight, took an 8-5 lead, and since then we haven't had a turnover on that pressure. So it's important for us to weather that. So not only weather it, but we've shown time and time again we can beat that. So that's going to be, I think, the tail of the second half here, and this is going to start right here in the third quarter.
Go ahead, Rob. I also think that you need to get when that Ja'Kai Calloway starts to make that rhythm shot, you need to get up there in his face as well.
I would look for on pick and rolls. I would look for us to double and get a lot of help on the backside and make someone else beat us.
And I also I think we've been a lot more stronger getting rebounds than they have, and it's shown with Ashton's rebounds, BG rebounds even as well. We've been really strong in those, and if we keep that up, I think we'll have a good chance.
Yeah, great point. Both ends of the court. We've limited them to 1 shot, and we're getting on our own end second chance points.
So the Hawks get the ball here at the beginning. They're going to give it back to Ja'Kai Calloway. He's looking to take, pulls it back. He's going to switch. He's picked up by Gross. Gross, nice job. They switch it, swing it around. Calloway going to take, pulls it back. Couldn't get it to go. Calloway, Jaden taking strong to the hoop. No shot, no good. As the Hawks get the rebound and reset their offense. 7:20, third quarter.
Coach James wanted contact on that, but no call.
Hemphill going to take it. Bailey, shot is up, no
nice
good.
Defense by Bailey.
Good
right
job.
there.
You chest him up. You get away with a lot of contact if you're doing that with your chest, opposed to your arm. So good job of Devin playing big against the big man for the Hawks.
So Bailey will get it across timeline. He picks up his dribble, looking for some help. Gets it off to Gross, over to Marshall, left wing. Marshall looks, turns, gives it off to Gross. Gross turns, takes, kicks it out, tapped away. Svet up the floor. They're going to push. Takes it strong to the hoop, and no good. Rebounded by the Hawks. That's Ja'Kai Calloway. Throw it away and almost over and back.
Calloway. Just been close enough on those inside shots. Just throw them off a little bit. They've missed a lot of short shots with some contests with that.
So Calloway.
A little sloppy exchange from Calloway to Hemphill, and Leopards come up with that turnover.
So Siegfried gets it off to Bailey. Over to Marshall, has it taken away. Sloppy pass. Svet gonna take it up, lays it in.
That's where they're tight in the passing lanes. You got to make crisp passes and ball fakes.
So here comes Siegfried. He's guarded by Ja'Kai Calloway. Turns, comes the other way, gets it off to Gross. Gross is double teamed. He'll put it on the floor off to Aljantic. He'll pull for 3. It's going to be off. Tapped around and rebounded by the Hawks. Here comes Ja'Kai Calloway. He's going to push the action. Looks, pulls back up, comes around. Picked up by Gross. Gross. And Svet over to Hemphill. He's going to lose it, and it's going to be fouled by, is that Marshall?
Yeah, called a little touch foul on the block. They've been letting them get away with a lot of hand checking and stuff. That's kind of out of rhythm for what's been called during the game. These are 2 really good teams, 2 of the top-ranked Division III teams in the state and in any division. So
Hemphill takes it strong, dumps it off. Shot is up. And Gross not happy about that one.
Nice.
He's going to get called for a
nice cut by Christian King off the post entry and gets the call.
5:36, third quarter. Louisville still leads 34-29. Calloway shoots it up. Back rim, no good.
Hawks 1 of 3 on the night from the
Second
foul line.
shot, no
Make that
good.
1 of
Rebounded
4.
by Gross. And Hemphill almost took Gross down with him, but no call. As Aljancic loses it. Shot is up, shot is good. Here come the Hawks.
And they have energy, or you're fresh off the court in the locker room. You got to be really careful. You dribble the ball. Like I said, they just picked Tate's pocket there.
So here comes Siegfried, going to dribble, kicks it off, cross court. Aljancic gives it off to Marshall. Marshall up top to Gross. Gross, top of the circle, gives it off to Siegfried. Siegfried dumps it off to Marshall. Marshall looks, fakes, has it tapped away. He goes and fetches it. 4:55, third quarter. Marshall turns, spins, going to take to the hoop, drives, and one!
Oh.
Nice take by Ashton Marshall.
They called a charge on that.
Did they really? I got shielded by the beam, and I cannot believe they called that up.
Underneath the hoop. Pretty much underneath the hoop. I really question that call, but
well, and his arm was completely extended as they hit his arm right as he was shooting.
Nice finger roll doesn't get all right. Got to weather the storm right now. We talked about storms. They're a great team you're facing. Got to weather the storm right here. And I thought we had the tip.
Shot is up to Callaway. Good. And we've got a tie ball game. 4:28 third quarter, and Coach Siegfried wants a timeout. As the Hawks got the energy now.
Callaway with his 5th triple of the night. Hawks on a 7-0 run here in the first 3:30 of the third quarter here. And like we said, you're going to have these storms. Got to weather it, getting a good offensive look. We're going to have the ball at the half court to inbound it here. A couple of turnovers put us in playing on our heels. And obviously the questionable charge call was a big moment. It looked like we had an and one, and unfortunately it took those 2 points away.
Yeah, and you keep saying we weathered these storms. You know, this is the storm that we faced in the first half, you know, and look how we came out of the first half. You know, we were in the lead by, you know, a decent amount. So we just got to weather it and keep on playing like we've been.
Yeah, the Hawks on a 7-0 run, and they hit the 3 to finish the quarter. So right now a 10-0 run, and they've erased a 10-point deficit.
So 4:27 here, third quarter.
And I guess we got the call full court there. Coach Siegfried called a timeout at half court, but
so here comes Aljancic. He's going to put it on the floor, turns and spins. Going to get it across the timeline. He's triple teamed, gets it up to Marshall. Gross has it taken away again. Here comes the Hawks. They're going to give it up to Schvett. He's going to throw it up and outside, 3 ball, good.
Callaway, 6th triple.
So here comes Siegfried. Leopards trail by 3, 37-34, 3:59. Siegfried is basically accosted in the corner here.
All right, this is what Hartley wants to do. They want to get you up-tempo, get trapped, see how you react. Louisville looks like going to keep the ball there on a tie-up.
They were pushing Siegfried around in the corner.
Yeah.
I can't believe that they didn't get a call, but they didn't, so you got to play on. As they get it into Bo, over to Devin. Bailey's going to bring it around the corner off to Siegfried. Siegfried turns, spins, nothing there, inside to Gross. Gross looks, backs down, he's going to turn, kicks it out to Aljancic. 3 ball. Bang! That's what the Leopards needed, 37 apiece.
Great answer by the senior.
3:32.
Stretch 4. Got 3 buckets on the inside in the first half.
That's one thing Tate has done is he's remained calm throughout that storm. And with that 3, that really helps the Leopard get back to equal.
Yep.
So Callaway gets the ball. That's Jaden Callaway. Looks, dribbles, puts it on the floor. He's going to drive down the lane. He's cut off by Marshall. Scoop shot, no good. Rebounded by Marshall. Has it taken away by Hemphill. He's going to get the bucket. And they get it back in. Siegfried.
Almost all of our turnovers have been off the dribble. So just had a pick. Hawk went down. It looked like a legal pick, but it was the big man, Braden.
Siegfried comes around the corner.
Hartley fans don't like it. Braden was just there as a pillar. He didn't really, I wouldn't say, put much extra into it. He's just a big guy.
Yeah.
And he was the hammer, not the nail there. Coach James is not like that. Anybody sees that, you're not going to like that happen on your end there.
Nope.
Louisville, all their turnovers, almost all have been off the dribble. We've got to be really careful putting the ball on the deck with the quick hands of the Hawks.
So Aljancic will inbound on the side, gets it into Gross, over to Loy, back to Siegfried. Siegfried dribbles, gets it off to Aljancic. Aljancic has it tapped away out of bounds. Still Louisville ball, 2:38.
Keep that, guys, tipped out of bounds. Keep that ball active, keep that triple threat. That ball stationary, they're going to look to pick it.
Look for the Leopards to try and get it into Gross as Hemphill just went off the floor. So Siegfried will inbound. He gets it into Gross. Gross puts it on the floor. He comes around the right side. He's looking.
And the
pulls
Hawks
it back out.
do not have a lot of size. They're going to look to post up Aljancic there for a little bit. That advantage. Now they put Gross down the block.
So Siegfried dribbling up top. He's going to attack the hoop. Has it taken away, tapped around. Servette somehow comes out of there. Still going, drives, kicks it to the corner. Shot is up, shot is no good. Rebounded by Marshall, and the Leopards kind of dodged the bullet there. 39-37, 2:04, third quarter.
You know, in the first half, we were doing really good with, you know, getting the rebounds and stuff. We've kind of switched places with the Hawks where we are getting the ball taken away more than usual. So we need to re-control on that ball and just settle down and just play our game.
So Siegfried going to give it off to Marshall on the right wing. He's looking. He's guarded tightly by Schwett. Kicks it over to Gross. Gross backs out. Puts it on the floor. Turns and spins. He's going to attack the basket. And he's going to be fouled.
It's a foul or a tie-up. We'll find out. We got a four-car pile up there at the bottom of the baseline. And I think it's going to be a foul.
And I'll tell you what, the refs were quick to get in there because they kind of were having some extracurricular stuff going on there.
You know, both teams are playing the Elite Eight, a lot of energy here.
A lot of tension, too.
Yes, and Highland has just great hands on defense. Just great job of picking the ball there. Classic pick and roll.
Shot is up. Shot is good.
Ashton Marshall.
39 apiece. 128,
Pick and
third
roll off
quarter.
the inbound.
So here come the Hawks. They're going to give it back outside. Shot is air ball and out of bounds, and it's going to be Louisville ball.
Jaden Calloway, I don't think he's hit the rim yet. He's swished 6 threes, and that one came up a foot short. So,
yeah, Jakai, he's on it, man. He's been on it.
Jakai, that's right. Jaden's brother there, number 1. Jakai's number 2.
So they get it into Gross. Gross puts it on the floor, comes around the corner, gets it across midcourt, turns, spins, and I thought we had a whistle, and we did. Coach Siegfried called a timeout. I kept hearing a whistle chirp, and I'm looking around. I thought that maybe they fouled Gross, but Gross kept playing. And
Coach Sig calls for the full timeout. Let everybody regroup. Get the breather here. Draw up a half-court set. We're going to take it just across the midline. 39 all, 1:12 left here in the third quarter, and
it's playoff basketball, Mac.
It's Elite Eight basketball. And you've seen a couple elite teams trading blows. Hartley right there, really in the third quarter, making a good run, up 12-5 here with just their pressure and defensive turnovers. And Leopards weather that storm as we talked about. Now it's time to ride out this quarter. Keep your composure and bring it home.
Yeah, Leopards' mindset is just get out of this quarter, reset the fourth quarter, and just play the game that they came out to play, in the first half.
Yep.
So 1:12 left here in the third, 39-39. All tied up here. Back onto the floor for the Leopards is Aljancic, Marshall, Gross, Siegfried, and Loy. It's going to be Jakai Calloway, Jaden Calloway. It's hard to see the numbers down there.
Yeah, they got small numbers there.
Well,
once again, we're the live stream audio per OHSA rules here. The video will be on delay for those of you listening at home.
So Siegfried coming around, comes back around, gives it to Aljancic, to Marshall. Up top to Loy, he loses it, gets it back, puts it on the floor, back out to Marshall. Marshall comes around. He's going to take, dumps it into Gross. Foul. And I believe they got, did they get a charge?
Help defense. I give credit to Hartley, taking one for the team underneath. The other one, that was another one, was inside that arc. Like we said, that's not a rule in high school, but that's a low charge that gotten 2 of them here.
Looks like Ashton was the foul on that.
So Ashton Marshall sit down Devin Bailey back into the ball game. 39-39, 48.1 seconds left here in the third.
You know, with team fouls now, you know, I always talk about team fouls. Well, you know, Louisville has 4 team fouls, 1 more into the bonus. We need to be careful about, you know, this last 30 seconds and having fouls, because we don't want to give any free points away that we could have avoided.
So O'Neal dribbling up top, gets it over to Easler, gets it to Jaden Callaway, looks for some help here. He's going to stretch it back out to the corner. Guarded by Bailey, looking to work the last shot here. He comes around the corner. He's going to dribble. He's going to drive. Pulls back up. He's doubled. Over to the other side. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Aljancic. And he tried to get it off, and he's fouled.
They call it or not. Colton Moy got the rebound. Leopards looking for the long 3 across half court. A lot of times you'll see that. You know, that's where a lot of teams defensively bail out the offense. Looked like he bumped him, and he would have had 3 shots, but no call. 39 all here, 1 quarter to go to make it to the state tournament, the Final Four here next weekend at a neutral site. Different, new setup for OHSAA, whereas for the last many decades, you go to the Final Four with the 7 division setup. Next year will be just a 1 weekend of semifinal games at neutral sites. And the following weekend will be all the state finals for 7 divisions. So let's hope we're
hoping we're one of them.
One more week. Right now we saw that third quarter. Hartley eliminated a 7-point deficit with a lot of turnovers created by their defense and also some charges.
Right.
So Louisville, we've seen them throughout the season and throughout these seniors, their 4-year careers. They've weathered a lot of storms and a lot of adversity. And they have been battle tested. Tough schedule that Coach Siegfried puts together, and got 8 minutes to put it all together and finish it off here.
Well, you're right about the schedule. This is why we've scheduled St. Ignatius. This is why we scheduled Kettering Altar. These are the moments that schedule prepared you for. And as these guys walk onto the floor, it's one of those things with these seniors. They just have a thing about them. They don't get too high, they don't get too low, and they just play ball. And I love that. That helps you in these moments. As the Hawks are going to get the ball, they're going to bring it across center court. They're going to get it to Hemphill. Hemphill gets it to Jaden Callaway. Callaway off to Jakai.
Hands up.
Jakai looks, backs out, dumps it inside to Hemphill. Turns, cut off. Nice job out to
Hand up there.
Callaway. Callaway looking for some help.
Devin Bailey really has been good with keeping the
drives,
hands up.
kicks to the corner. Shot is up for 3. Shot is no good. Blocked, and they're going to say it's against Aljancic.
Yeah, didn't know if they call for him reaching over or for Hemphill kind of walling him off. But good box out by number 0 there. We don't have the fouls listed there, Tate, with this first.
So the Hawks get it in. Shot up for 3, short. Rebounded by the Leopards. Devin Bailey, he gets it off to Gross. And Gross is going to put it on the floor. He's going to turn. Coming up to the backcourt. He's pressured in the backcourt.
There's a hand
and
check
there we go again.
Just got to attack that and get your body into them if they're going to do that.
That was against Caleb O'Neal. 7-16. Fourth quarter.
Can't be passive against them. You got to watch. We're doing a lot of crossover. That's where you get picked. So get that angle, dribble into them, bring it up, attack hard up court. Good job by the big man to draw the foul.
So into the ball game is Marshall, as Loy will sit down. Siegfried gets it in the backcourt. He'll be picked up by Jakai Callaway. He's going to swing it across the court to Aljancic. Gets it up to Marshall, up the floor. Marshall looks, turns, puts it on the floor. He's going to drive to the hoop, kicks it out, loses it, out to Bailey, inside to Aljancic. Aljancic backing down, strong to the hoop.
Strong.
Shot
There
is
you
up.
go.
Nice
Nice
take.
job, number
Leopards
10.
lead, 41-39.
Him and especially Marshall just attack that pressure.
And we've got a call. Is it off the ball?
Saw a push. Let's see who it's going to there. And it was marked in my scorebook. Looks like it's on Tate, I think. Tate Aljancic.
Louisville foul. Number 10.
But turn that corner to finish or to kick off of that there. I always say, when you try that corner, look to score. Think you're scoring until you react. Don't turn that corner to pass. Turn to score, and then when they react to the defensive help.
So Neal gets it to Jaden Callaway. Callaway gonna fake, gonna drive to the hoop. Shot is up as he pushed off. Marshall's not happy as he got shoved to the floor, and we're all tied up again. 6:36. Timeout by the Hawks.
30-second timeout here.
He, as he's laying on the floor, he turns around and looks at the official. Says,
As
hey,
I said before, to quote the Rolling Stones, you can't always get what you want.
Right.
And there's a lot of calls out there that I know fans never get upset over calls. I know Rob Johnson never does.
Nope.
And that one was on the border. They usually let him play through that, and they did there. Good finish by
I'll tell you what, overall, they've called this game pretty good.
Yeah, it's with two big athletic teams, there's just so much to call. And it's frustrating as a fan because you see it go your way. Of course, fans never see it the other way.
Right.
They just got to play through. You got to play what they're called. Players got to move on from whether you like that call or not. Leopard's going to face the full court pressure here. All tied up, 6:36 left.
So all tied up, 41-41. Aljancic will inbound. The Hawks come out in a full court press. They're going to get it into Bailey. Bailey will put it on the floor. He gets it across the timeline. He's guarded by Hemphill. He's going to turn. He's looking for some help. He comes right side, back the other way.
And Coach Siegfried worried about a 5-second call, calls timeout there. Devin did a good job on in the backcourt of it, kind of attacking, going downhill. Then he started getting kind of crossover misdirection, and good job by Hemphill, really chesting him up, playing good, solid defense. Came close to get that 5-second call. How that 5-second call works is if your guy basically is in touching, if he can touch you, they're going to start that 5-second count. As soon as you back him off 3 feet, the 5-second count just is removed. You can dribble it all day. Once you pick up the ball, then you have 5 seconds to get rid of it. So good defense. And the clock's just getting a little bit shorter here. Winner will move on to the Final Four, which will be a neutral site game next week. They do not, that's not straight bracketed. I think they will pair them up. We have, I believe, Garfield Heights and Hoban are playing up north.
Actually, Hoban won that, or Garfield Heights won that game.
Okay, you're right. So I think there's one out in Toledo. I'm trying to think of the team, Winton Woods, and I have it somewhere. Trotwood Madison's, I think, down south there. So
Siegfried gets it in. He gets it to Gross. Gross is going to put it on the floor. He's going to turn the corner. Nothing there. Turns, gets it up top to Siegfried. Siegfried waits, looks. Going to drive, going to kick. Nothing there. Swings it over to Marshall. Marshall going to put it on the floor. Pulls it back out.
In a 2-1-2 look here. It's Gross in the middle.
Gross is going to take. He's going to go to the hoop. Going to spin. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Couldn't get it to go. 5:52, fourth quarter, 41 apiece. Here comes Jaden Callaway. Looks, backs down. He's trying to take Marshall to the hoop. Shot is up. Shot is short. Nice rebound by Marshall.
Good defense. Forced him into a fadeaway, which looks cool in the back driveway, but it's not real effective for most players.
So here comes Siegfried. They're looking to double. He gets it across court to Marshall. Marshall back to Siegfriid.
We're due for a Bo burst. Bo will take what the defense gives him, and here you'll see him go in spurts where he doesn't get shots off. And I don't think he's taking shots second half. Got a hold there.
And
then he'll, as soon as you let him open, he's like a viper, he'll strike. So waiting for that opportunity from the senior star point guard. Two fouls apiece here this quarter.
Number 11, Quentin Easler.
Was that against Hemphill? I couldn't hear.
It was on number 0, I believe.
Okay, yeah, that's Hemphill. Marcus Hemphill.
Which, I don't know. I thought he said 4 fouls, individual fouls on him, but could not be sure.
So Gross is looking to back down. He'll shoot. Nice job by Braden Gross. Nice play by the big man. 43-41, 4:59, fourth quarter. Here comes Ja'Kai Calloway. He's looking to go to the hoop. He loses it. Swings it over to King up top. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Gross. And he got smacked in the face, so he'll get rid of it up to Aljancic.
They are not calling a lot of incidental contact. They're calling it definitely affects possession there, so
4:42.
That's 4 fouls for Hartley, so they Cale Benson be ready for shooting those free throws here. Leopards the rest of the way. I think that's 14 fouls. I haven't put that up there, but I thought it was 4 for him.
I think they said 4. I don't want to be, I don't know, but I believe they said 4 individual fouls on number 0.
I thought that we had 3. They must have put that one up pretty quick here.
So they're going to get it off to Marshall. He'll hand off to Siegfried. He's double teamed. Oh, good look, but threw it away up the floor. He's going to shoot. Layup's good. Tie ball game, 43 apiece. 4:28. Smart play by it.
Speed and instincts. That's the team we do that. Bo's made that pass a lot. This team just got that extra gear, and they defend well and jump that pass there, cross-court pass.
So Siegfried gets it over to Loy, off to Bailey. Bailey turns, gets it, off to Loy. Brings it back out to Bailey. Bailey coming back the other way. He's looking. Dribbles, drives. Kicks it off to Loy. Nice play by Loy to get the ball. He gives it off to Aljancic. Aljancic puts it on the floor. Off to Siegfried. Siegfried turns. He's going to take.
Nice
good
pass.
look to Marshall.
Nice.
And Marshall's going to be fouled.
There's the example I just talked about. Bo taking what the defense gives. He turned the corner off the dribble handoff, attacked inside, helped defense. Ashton did a great job crashing baseline for the dish. Tried to go on the backside for the putback, but drew the foul.
So that go ahead.
3:44 left here.
So that puts 14 fouls on the Hawks with only about 3 minutes and 44 seconds left.
Got ready to enter the Benson bonus, we're going to call it there.
So shot is up, shot is good. Leopards take a 1-point lead. 44-43, 3:44 left here as Hemphill and Schvett come back in.
Marshall 3 for 3 from the line for my stat line. I've got a little forgetful doing stats second half. Such a tense game right now.
O'Neal and King sit back down.
Got the Fab 5 starters in. They're going to, I assume, ride them out the rest of the way.
So 3:44. Second one, can't get it to go. Nice follow by Aljancic. Couldn't get it to go. Schvett steps on the line. Leopard ball. 44-43.
Aljancic almost tipped it in, kept the ball alive, and Svetlet knocked it out of bounds here. Every possession here, guys. We're all trying to take a breath here. The trip to the Final Four on the line here.
Siegfried out to Aljancic. Aljancic turns, spins, looks, nothing. Over to Gross. Gross backing out. He's calling out Hemphill. He comes to the right side, turns, spins, out to Siegfried. Siegfried puts it on the floor.
They're going at Hemphill with, we think, 4 fouls there. Try to dish it inside there.
And we're going to get it again. You cannot push they've done that all day long. I'll tell you what, if I was Bo, I'd attack every time.
Yes, there you go. And Bo shooting 2 from the line. An 80+% free throw shooter. Chance to stretch this lead.
So this is definitely going to change how the Hawks, handle these last 3 minutes. They need to be very careful about fouls and giving free points up. Also, you need to be aware about number 0 on them having supposedly 4 individual fouls on him.
Siegfried leaves the first one short. Right,
good.
Puts the second one home. Sorry, Rob. Step on your toes there.
That's all right. 45-43, 3:18 left here in the fourth. Hawks are looking. That's Jaden Calloway. He's top of the circle.
Hawks
He's
have
looking.
slowed their tempo down a little bit here.
He's going to drive, turn, spins. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Marshall. He'll give it off to Siegfried. He'll swing it over to Gross. Gross pushing the action. Gets it across midcourt. Gives it off to Aljancic. Can't get it to go. Tapped around. Ball's on the floor. Follow is good. Leopards lead.
Kale's talking about that rebound, and we're getting that back there.
Long pass. Thrown up. Nice play by Ja'Kai Calloway.
Second chance points.
Jakai looking to take Gross. Shot is up. Shot won't go. Nice rebounded by Marshall. Marshall trapped in the corner. And a good timeout by Coach Siegfried with 2:27 left. Leopards lead 47-43.
So Hartley, who puts a lot of pressure on, the one problem, you put a lot of pressure, you expel a lot of energy. And you can just see their defense a little bit. We've got one timeout. See the Browns, Bob and Michael, two former Leopards and coaching now up at Hudson, Michael Brown, asking how many timeouts. Leopards got one left, so that's a long way with 2:27 left. But with them expending energy, you're going to see just a little half step slower on that. So it's important for us. Ball fakes, attack down court, and I got some fans talking to me while I'm talking, but everybody wants to make things happen here. But anyways, got to be smart with those ball fakes. If we can beat that press, we're going to get some layups here. We've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and especially now, they've started redoing their rebound game.
Yes.
They've gone back in the rebound game. So if we just keep that up and, for, 2 minutes, then I think we should have a successful game here.
Yeah, 2 straight offensive possessions where offense rebounds by Aljancic and Gross have led to points.
So here we go. Leopards come back out. It's going to be Bailey, Aljancic, Siegfried, Gross, and Marshall.
With only one timeout, can be really careful to do that bailout timeout on a trap there. So that's where that trap step through, look down court.
So it's going to be Aljancic on the baseline. He looks, almost stepped forward into Gross. Gross. He's going to put it on the floor. He gets it across the timeline. He's going to attack the basket. There. Shot is up, no good. Good play by Aljancic. And no, out of bounds. Schvett and Hemphill check back in for offense, defense now.
Coach Siegfried, Leopard, faithful, wanted a little hand checking, really riding Braden, dribbled up court, got bumped on that, no call there. Can't get the putback here. Got to get stops here.
So 2:16 left here in the fourth. As here comes Jakai Calloway saying a few words to Jaden before he takes off, as they're looking to get it over to Jaden, off to Hemphill. Hemphill over to the right side. Looks, dumps it inside. Nice job by Marshall. Hemphill looks, takes, strong move. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Hemphill, follows good. We got a 1-point ball game. 47-45.
Big man stuck with it, gets his own offensive board there. Leopards did not want to draw the foul here. 1:44 left to that golden ticket to place. No Leopard basketball team's been before the state semifinals. Very rare for any. I think only 2 football teams have made it that far. No baseball teams have made it that far. We've had a couple of girls softball team made the run to the state finals and the championship. So this is rarefied air that the blue and white is trying to bring the Constitution town home to. Got to keep taking care of the ball. So look for them right here. They're going to put some pressure here in the full court.
Well, and
Louisville tries to run a deep ball possibly here.
And you've got Aljancic inbounding the ball, who is the quarterback as well, so that doesn't hurt. He can throw it.
Yes, got the right Aljancic quarterback in there.
So 1:44, Leopards come back out to the floor. It's going to be Siegfried, Aljancic, Gross, Marshall, and Bailey.
And these seniors have been through a lot. They've worked on just about everything through these 4 years with Coach Siegfried. Just pick and roll back to Gross.
Get it into Gross. Back to Aljancic. Aljancic puts it on the floor, back to Gross. Gross is going to put it on the floor and attack the basket. Pulls it back out, turns over to Aljancic. Aljancic turns off to Bailey, into Siegfried. He's going to pull it back out, gets it to Gross. Almost threw it away. Gross to Siegfried. Siegfried, 1:22 left.
A lot of hand checking going on there. I think refs, with us being the bonus, they're a little reluctant to call that.
So here comes Siegfried, pulls it back out, turns, drives, gets it off to Marshall. Marshall puts it on the floor. Turns, attacks, off to Bailey. Shot is up, and one! And one! Devin Bailey, big again! 49-45 Leopards.
Great finish, and you know what? A great job by Ashton Marshall. Turning the corner, tacking hard. Devin crashed on that. Got a chance to stretch it to a 5-point lead with $1.07 left.
What a play. 2 games in a row, Devin Bailey.
Shooting one for Louisville, number 25, Devin Bailey.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this the whole thing with they had a campaign a couple of games ago to free Bailey after the North Royalton game as Bailey drains it.
Right,
107.
Make them work, play defense.
So here comes Ja'Kai Calloway, or excuse me, that's Jaden. Shot is up, shot rims off, rebounded by Aljancic over to Bailey. Bailey's going to put it on the floor. He's going to push, going to get it up to Aljancic across the timeline. Cross court to Siegfried. Oh, to Gross.
Finish.
Gross can't get it to go. Rebounded by the
42
Hawks.
seconds.
Here comes O'Neal. He's going to give it off to Calloway. Shot for 3 is short. Aljancic with the rebound. They're going to get it to Gross. Over to Bailey. Long pass up to Siegfried. To Marshall. Oh, and they get the foul on Siegfried. Marshall was wide open with 30 seconds left, guys. 30 seconds left.
The Leopard faithful on their feet.
They
great
smell
ball
it.
movement, great defense, great rebounding.
Bo Siegfried with 2 big free throws
Chance
here.
to make it a 3-possession game. Leopards with only 2 team fouls, so they do have fouls to give. I'm sure Coach Siegfried talking to the team right now. Make them burn clock here.
Shot is up, shot is short. Very uncharacteristic of Bo Siegfried
Like
here.
you said, the depth here is hard to read there. Hartley's hit 6 threes. They all been one guy, number 2, so keep a hand in the face.
Second one is up, second one is good. 6-point ball game, 30 seconds left. Here comes the Hawks, and they're going to call timeout with 26.5 seconds left. Leopards just got to play D, can't give up the 3, and just take their time.
Yeah. This is a team, like we said, they've been battle tested this year, battle tested over the last several years in the tournament, traveling around the state, traveling out of state. And when they're going, we see it seems like the momentum's the other way, and Leopards just make plays there. And little plays, and we see like Bailey gets the finish, but what went into that? A couple of ball reversals and attack by Marshall, and hits the Johnny on the spot, hits it. And we've seen little things like that throughout the game and throughout these guys' careers.
Well, and both of these teams well below their season average. Both teams averaging exactly 67.4 points per game.
Against teams that are weaker, both teams you could see can feast on them. And not much weaker. Both these teams have rolled some really strong teams. Important for Louisville, make them work defensively here, and then you got to take care of the ball offensively. Hartley's looking for a score, whether 2 or 3, and a turnover score.
So Svet, Hemphill, O'Neal, and Calloway. It's Siegfried, Aljancic, Gross, Bailey, and Marshall.
Garden, Ja'Kai Calloway, who's been the hot hand there, has not hit threes here in the last quarter and a half, though. And Leopards give a foul with 23.3. We'd like to let them burn a little more time there.
Yeah.
Though what you do there is they drew some off the timeout, so now they got to reset and run a different play or reset that play.
Well, Leopards have 2 more fouls to give before they're in the bonus. As O'Neal going to turn dribble, and Aljancic gets him from behind, so that'll be 4.
One more there.
So yeah, now they've kind of used up their extra fouls here. So now we have to be careful about just letting the time run. Even if the Hawks, make a 2-point basket, it's okay. We probably have, probably 15 seconds of when that happens.
Long pass into Jaden Calloway. He looks, gets it out to O'Neal. Back rim no good, tapped around.
Grab it. That's where we going here. They're going to talk about it. It was tipped over the backboard. This is a game ender if it goes to Leopards there, and they're going to keep it with Hartley. 15 seconds left here.
The drama is high here, folks. 15 seconds.
I think Hartley has 1 left. If not, they score. You just let the ball burn.
Yeah.
So they get it into Ja'Kai Calloway. He's going to hand it off to O'Neal. Back to Ja'Kai Calloway. He's going to turn the corner, pulls up for a 3. Short. Leopards got the ball, and he's fouled. Braden Gross, and the Leopards are going to advance, folks. First time in school history. Red Albert, God forbid anything drastic happens here with 6.7 seconds. But if I was coach, I'd say just fall on the ball.
You old school basketball guys, Red Auerbach lights up the cigar back in the day when the Celtics were off to victory. Coach Siegfried throws the coat off. Leopards clear the foul lane here. 6.7. Braden Gross, one foul shot ends it for sure.
Gross with the first one. Can't get it to go.
Home. It's a 2-possession game here, so just don't foul.
Yep.
Leopards 7 seconds away from going to the
second one.
Land of the
good.
State tournament.
6-point ball game. 7-point ball game. Excuse me. O'Neal shot is up. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Bailey, and the Leopards are going to the Final Four. Louisville is going to the Final Four, folks. Leopards did it. Leopards did it, folks.
I see Tate Aljancic running down, talk to his buddy Ted Streak in 5, going to the student section, the whole team hugging each other. A special moment in Leopard basketball history. As they move on to the state semifinals with a 52-45 victory over Columbus Bishop Hartley down here in the capital city. What a moment. And a great supporting crowd here, rooting the team on, seeing so many Leopard alumni, so many parents of former players, so many alumni themselves. Saw John Bolden at halftime, a Leopard great. Just a special moment. And for me, it's special. I've been a part of Louisville basketball. I figured it was counting yesterday. I was a 7th grader when I put a Leopard jersey on in 1983, and since then I've been a part of it mostly. Me or a brother or a nephew have been a part of it every year since then. So we've seen a lot of basketball and a crossover in the promised land of a state tournament. Coach Siegfried talking to his crew, led by 8 seniors, the bench guys of Avery Andrachik, Colton Loy,
wow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'll tell you what, folks.
Austin Wade, the senior bench guys, of course, are 5 starters throughout most of the year. Devin Bailey, big finish there. Tate Aljancic, big rebounds down the stretch. Ashton Marshall dishing for that big finish to Devin. Bo Siegfried, the field general, hits that big foul shot, and Braden Gross just wearing the shoulders. I see Coach Siegfried down there. I've coached with him a long time. His hands are on his knees. Just the work he and his staff and his teams put in. Nick Schillig, a former Leopard basketball player. Owen Germoy, a former Leopard basketball player. Corey Perez, a former Leopard basketball player. And David Wirtz, a young man, a Perry Panther. Just all the work they put in to get a regional championship. Special moment for these guys.
I'll tell you what, Mac. I've had the opportunity to follow these guys for a couple of years now, few years now, and wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. An emotional moment here. So proud of these guys. They work their butts off.
11, Quentin Easler.
Going somewhere where they've never gone before.
Number 12,
and
Owen Lowry.
Wow.
And they took everything Hartley brought at them there. Just the pressure, they withstood that. We talked about weathering storms. And they weathered the biggest storm and made plays down the stretch. I think we were tied at, 44 maybe? Tied at 43 and finished it on a 9-2 run. Just a special moment. I've seen a lot of little Leopards come up here. I remember being a little Leopard just playing in my basement, pretending to be big Leopards. And these were the biggest Leopards here, made the plays there. Go ahead, Kale.
Yeah, I think what Louisville really did well during this game is, they've been through so much this season, Plus this game, they had situations where they were, really in the storm, and they just kept playing their game. And once they played their game and got back on their rhythm, you saw Louisville Leopard basketball. You saw what they were capable of. You see the score 52-45, and you can tell Louisville really wants this. And once Louisville wants something, they're determined to get it.
Yes, they're a special group of guys, very talented to start, but very high IQ and work hard. And that's the kind of ingredients that get you a Final Four team and hopefully a championship team. One more path here. Like we said, Garfield Heights is in the Final Four here.
And now, the 2025 Regional
And not sure if we'll head north and play them at a neutral site. Leopard Faithful, as we're going to award our regional medallions.
And Athletic Director Terry Horn. When your name is called.
Shout out to the folks at the Loop. I couldn't get the scissors down to them quick enough. We had a set of Paris gold and silver scissors. As I'm just...
Coach Siegfried, big hug to his son there. Frank Grimm, a longtime member of the staff, sends me a text there. Rob Arnold, a star guard from the early 90s. Jared Heller here beside us has put so much work in for his Leopard Nation, for the Leopard Nation, running through Leopard Nation. You can see a lot of his videos there. We see Athletic Director Terry Horn and Principal Gary Tosh giving the awards out. And we're announcing the entire roster. And some of these guys, I'm seeing some of our young guys, Colton Doherty, Caleb Maley, Gabe Stouffer. These guys don't play, didn't get to play in these tight tournament games. But there's a verse of the Bible, iron sharpens iron, so as one man sharpens another. And those guys, every day in practice, just sharpen these guys up. Paid the price, even though they don't get the points. They made these varsity players better, and it showed in this tonight.
Number 32, Colton Lloyd. Number 40, Colton Norris. And 50, Cody Zaylor. The head coach from Louisville's Tom Siegfried. Assisted by Nick Schilling and Owen Cremor.
Looking here, Leopards will play Lima Shawnee, and I can't remember who they're playing. That's on one half of the bracket. And we're seeing Coach Siegfried meet along with them there. Rob Arnold, Rob Johnson, I should say, taking care of the camera work here. And just a special moment.
Congratulations to Louisville, who advanced to the state semifinals.
And shout out to all you Leopard fans, Leopard alumni, especially you Leopard basketball alumni that have spent endless hours in the gym, blood, sweat, and tears through the various programs. We have Coach Siegfried in his, I believe, 18th year for Louisville, preceded by Matt Miglich and Bill Edens. Bill brought those guys along on staff. Joe Harold before that success their last time one of the last times they made the regionals there. Tom Siegfried, his second regional trip and his first Final Four trip. And as a coach, I've been able to go to state tournament off and on for the last 3 decades, and just making it to that level is just for a coach is beyond excitement for Coach Siegfried there. Of course, this year different. We don't have the Final Four on one setting. We'll have just a semifinal game next weekend. We're not sure where that neutral site. We're not sure who will play yet.
We will put out a post. We plan to chase the game wherever it is. Hopefully.
You think we should still do games from now? What do you think? Gone this far, of course.
Oh yeah. We will do the game one way or the other, whether it's audio, video, delay, non-delay. I know that Spectrum One has the game video rights.
Final Four, they'll have that, but
and
hopefully we'll see a huge outpouring of blue and white. We know they will rise to the challenge as they did today, traveling almost 2.5 hours to outdraw a local team here.
Wow. I'll tell you what, Mac. It's just been incredible. It's been incredible. So as the boys cut down the nets, we're going to get things ready and head for home. But I want to thank everybody for coming on with us. The Leopards are headed to, as former Leopard great Daryl Schenkel shouting out, as the Leopards are headed to the Final Four for the first time in the history of Louisville High School. So I want to thank everybody for coming on. I want to give a shout out to Tom Siegfried and the boys. Wow. I'll tell you what, man, I'm ready to party. So we're going to go down and celebrate with the guys. And from Mac Aljancic, Cale Benson, Jared Heller from Leopard Nation, and the whole gang, we will see you in a gymnasium very soon near you.
Clear your calendar.
Until next time, folks, have a great night. Leopards win, and the Leopards win 52-46.
Amen.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats, and more.